I'm hungry. What's up, Jersey Jeff Eats foodies? I am here in beautiful Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in the North Tower. I just checked in. Got a nice little room here, a corner room in the North Tower with the showboat right behind me. And I really am hungry, so I got a lot of plans for tonight and tomorrow as well. Right now, I think for food, I'm going to head down to the Icon Lounge, check out the buffet there, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. Then I'm going to do a little walk on the boardwalk, maybe some slot pulls at the different casinos, and then take a beach walk back and check out see how the Caesars Beach Bar is coming along. By the time you see this, it might be open. Who knows? But lots to check out tonight. Tomorrow is another full agenda. I am going along the coast from Atlantic City, actually from Brigantine all the way down to Cape May, not on the Garden State Parkway, but along the coast, and I'm going to be visiting a lot of different cities and stuff. All those videos are going to be on the Jersey Shore Jeff channel, so make sure you check those out. In the meantime, I am hungry. Let's get down to the Icon Lounge and see what they're serving up down there. Come along with me.
The Icon Lounge is located right next to the brand new Federal Donuts and Chicken restaurant, and yes, Federal Donuts and Chicken is going to be a separate video coming very soon right here on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel, so definitely stay tuned for that one. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at the end of this video so you can see what it looks like, but today the main event is the Icon Lounge. Now, the Icon Lounge is not the same thing as the big Fresh Harvest buffet. Fresh Harvest is also located on the mezzanine level here at the Hard Rock, and that's open to the public. And they also have a seafood buffet there, all-you-can-eat seafood, a couple times a week over at Fresh Harvest. That's the one most people know about, but the Icon Lounge is smaller. It's a separate buffet for the Hard Rock Rewards members with an Icon status or higher on their reward system. Sometimes, depending upon the day, Hard Rock may allow Legend status members to come in by invitation only to the Icon Lounge. So if you're a Legend member, always check your emails. You don't want to just assume that you can walk in because these things can change every day. And they do send out those offers from time to time, whether it be an email or if you check on your kiosk, it'll let you know whether Legend members can participate in the Icon Lounge on that particular day. As for the cost, entry to Icon Lounge is $10 in comp dollars. If you bring a guest, that's another $10 in comp dollars. If you have an X card status, you get in for free. For me, it makes a lot of sense to go to the Icon Lounge because I have about $1 bazillion in comp dollars sitting in my Hard Rock account. I'm always earning them but rarely spend them, so this is a nice little way to use a few without really feel like I'm spending anything out of pocket. Although honestly, I may want to start saving some of those comp dollars because I'm hoping to use them one day at the brand new Las Vegas Hard Rock Guitar Tower Hotel and Casino when that opens next year, hopefully. As long as I stay active at Hard Rock, those comp dollars do not expire, and so maybe we're building towards a big trip out west. But for today, we're staying right here in Atlantic City, and we're going to see what the Icon Lounge has to offer. I'll go over what I picked here at the buffet when I sit down, but as far as the menu in general, the salads and cold selections include a Caesar salad, a couscous vegetable salad, a house greens salad, a fruit melody, or a U-peel shrimp cocktail. The sandwich of today is a prosciutto sandwich with Fretz mozzarella, roasted yellow peppers, and arugula. I'm not sure what the soup du jour is, we'll find out when we pass it, and the carving station is serving up some braised corned beef. I'm not a corned beef fan, so I'm going to pass on the carving station today. That's served with assorted mustards. The hot selections today include a roasted chicken with mushrooms and shallots, a fish and chips dish with tartar sauce and malt vinegar, and for sides they have roasted red potatoes, beer braised cabbage, I guess to go with that corned beef, steamed carrots, parsley butter, pasta and pesto sauce, and of course a seasonal assortment of desserts. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, the soup of the day is clam chowder. Now I'm fixing my first plate, which is going to include a Caesar salad, a couple of rolls in butter, and some U-peel shrimp cocktail, and of course I'll come up for a second plate when I'm done with my first. The service here is very good, and that's one thing I noticed right away. The staff was very friendly, attentive, and the place just had a nice relaxed lounge feeling. It wasn't chaotic, it wasn't loud, it wasn't that everybody's rushing to get those crab legs kind of buffet energy. It was just a nice, calm place to have a meal. I ordered my usual unsweetened iced tea, and the server bought me 2 of them. I noticed that the glasses were small, so I was hoping that he was just offering me really good customer service and not that he just didn't want to be bothered later. I'm thinking it was the first. I also got 2 ice-cold bottled waters, which I threw in my camera bag because I'm going to do a lot of walking after I'm done eating this. Now, if you follow me on this channel, you know that I always get a shrimp cocktail when I'm at a buffet, and this shrimp cocktail was a great way to begin the meal. The shrimp were served nice and cold, and that's exactly what you want. They had that clean, fresh seafood flavor with a firm bite, and the cocktail sauce gave it that little kick of tangy tomato and horseradish heat. Nothing too overpowering, just enough to wake up the taste buds. For a buffet lounge, this is the kind of item that I always appreciate seeing because it feels like a little more elevated than just jumping right into the heavy stuff. Then I had some of the Caesar salad, which was crisp, cool, and refreshing. The lettuce had a nice crunch, the dressing was creamy and savory, and it gave me a little balance before diving into that fried fish, pasta, potatoes, and all that good stuff. I've noticed in the past that a Caesar salad at a buffet can go either way, but this one did the job. It was a nice way to start things off and made the plate feel just a little bit lighter, or at least in my mind it did. Even though these are U-Peel shrimp, I just wanted to show you guys how clean they are. And of course I had to get some bread and butter. I don't know what it is when I see bread and butter at a buffet, I have to grab it. I know I've gotten comments in the past, I can't believe you're getting bread at a buffet. Well, maybe it's old school, maybe it's just me, but there's something comforting about having a little piece of bread on the side, especially when you're about to try a bunch of different dishes. So go ahead, leave your comments. I'm still enjoying my bread and butter here at the buffet. Now let's talk about the second dish. I picked up some fried flounder, roasted potatoes, roasted carrots, and some fettuccine Alfredo. The fried flounder was probably the main item on the plate for me. It had a light golden coating on the outside, and the fish inside was tender and flaky. Flounder is one of those fish that works really well fried because it's mild, it's not too oily, and it takes on a crispy coating nicely. You get that crunch on the outside and the soft white fish inside. It's not a heavy fish, so even though it's fried, it doesn't feel like you're eating something too rich. Now, of course, I could have gotten some French fries, or chips if you will, with the fish, but instead I went with the roasted potatoes. They had that hearty, comforting flavor with a little crispiness around the edges and a soft inside. I always like potatoes at a buffet because they go with almost anything. You can pair them with fish, chicken, beef, whatever is available, and they just seem to work. The roasted carrots were a nice surprise because they added some color and a little bit of sweetness to the plate. When carrots are roasted properly, they get that natural sweetness that comes out, and they balance nicely against something savory like fried fish or creamy pasta. They also made me feel like I was at least making at least one responsible decision on this plate, although who am I fooling? Off to the desserts. Looking back between the fried flounder, the roasted potatoes, the carrots, and the Alfredo, that second plate was a full meal all by itself. If I had stopped there, I would have been fine, but did I stop there? Of course not, because then came dessert. They had a few selections here, but I picked up a coconut custard, a lemon cheesecake, and a chocolate mousse, each served in like a shot glass kind of sized container. And yes, I probably should have skipped dessert because I had a lot of walking to do tonight, and I had more recording to get done, more ground to cover, and walking around Atlantic City after a buffet and 3 desserts is not exactly the smartest move, but I managed, I always do. By the way, I said chocolate mousse, it's strawberry mousse. The lemon cheesecake had a nice bright citrus flavor. That's what I like about lemon desserts. After eating fried fish, potatoes, Alfredo, you need something to add a little brightness, and the lemon gave that fresh, tangy bite, and the cheesecake itself was very creamy and smooth. I felt like it was a good dessert for someone who wants something sweet, but not just chocolate or chocolate on chocolate. The coconut custard was smooth, creamy, and had that nice tropical coconut flavor. It wasn't too heavy, it had that soft, sweet custard texture that makes it very easy to keep taking another spoonful. Coconut desserts can sometimes be overpowering, but this one had a nice balance. You got the coconut flavor, but it didn't hit you over the head. The strawberry mousse was light, creamy, and rich without being too dense. It had that airy texture you want from a mousse, where it feels indulgent but it doesn't sit like a brick. It was a good way to finish the meal. By the way, if you haven't noticed, the desserts here are very sparkly. Now, let me give you my overall thoughts on the Icon Lounge. It's not the biggest buffet in Atlantic City, and it's not trying to be the biggest buffet in Atlantic City. If you're expecting a giant buffet with endless stations, carving meats, seafood towers, and every dessert under the sun, this is not that. That would be more like the big Fresh Harvest Buffet or the Hard Rock Seafood Buffet down the hall. The Icon Lounge is smaller, it's more limited, but it's also convenient, comfortable, and for the price, especially if you're using comp dollars, it's a very good value. For $10 in comp dollars, I got a shrimp cocktail, Caesar salad, bread and butter, fried flounder, roasted potatoes, carrots, Alfredo, coconut custard, lemon cheesecake, and chocolate mousse. That's a lot of food for $10 in comps, and of course I had other selections I could have tried, but I just stuck with what I stuck with. This is Sitar, an Indian restaurant that's going to open any day here at the Hard Rock, so stay tuned for that one, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.